So I'm here with flavor chemist Juan Sanchez, and we are about to play a game called Please Smell This. How this works is I smell one of these aromas and try to guess what that aroma is used for and what it smells like. And Juan tells me if I'm right and some fun facts about these chemicals. As always, we will be practicing proper wafting technique around chemicals. So Juan, are you ready?
Yep.
All right, what do we get to start with?
Start with the one on your far left.
This one right here?
Yep.
All right, proper wafting technique. It smells like pine sol. Almost like a bright, like lemon sort of smell here.
So this is a compound called citral.
Citral.
Yep.
Okay.
And it's found naturally in lemons and lemon oil.
That makes sense, like citrus fruits.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah. And but it's also sometimes used in cleaning products and fragrances, soaps, perfumes,
Things like that.
Yeah.
What else is citral used for, like if in like the food industry?
You know, traditionally it's been used to make candies like lemon drops or lemon heads or that sort of thing. And so people, you know, commonly associate citral by itself as sort of like a lemon candy. And sometimes people don't like it that much because it does go a little bit, you know, cleaner, pine sol, that sort of thing.
Yeah. No, that definitely smells like lemons. I could definitely tell there's lemon drops in there. All right, let me try this next one. Okay. It's like kind of vanilla and kind of cherry. It's okay, so it smells like the cherry flavored hand soap. Cherry flavored hand soap. The cherry smelling hand soap. Is it like vanilla too? Like, is it close to vanilla? Because it kind of smells a little vanilla-y. Almost like cherry vanilla Coke.
Yeah.
So what am I smelling here?
You're smelling a compound called benzaldehyde.
Benzaldehyde. Okay.
Yep.
What is benzaldehyde used for?
Well, I mean, it's also used in perfumes as well as flavors, but people associate it as characteristic cherry flavor.
Yeah, I really like that flavor.
Yeah.
It's weird, but I like it. It always like even in the bathrooms, and I wash my hands, and I'm like, oh, I really like that.
Definitely,
cherry smell.
it's common kind of in soaps, and again, kind of like citral, it has a long history in organic chemistry.
Yeah.
And so it's been used for a very long time. And you know, when you see like a bright red drink or a slushie or a popsicle, anything like that,
Yeah.
it's a very nostalgic compound.
Cool.
You know, that a lot of people sort of have fond memories with, myself included.
Yeah. I mean, who doesn't like those rocket pops?
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to aroma 3 here. That's an interesting smell. It's really sweet smelling. Almost like strawberries, but like the dum strawberries, you get from the suckers you get from the bank.
Yeah.
It smells like that strawberries, not like actual strawberries themselves.
Yeah.
What do we got here?
This is an interesting compound because it actually sometimes smells a little different when it's really dilute as opposed to kind of concentrated. So maybe if you try like kind of wafting it from far away, it might, it might kind of change the character of it a little bit.
I don't know. I'm drawing a blank on this one. Why?
Okay. No, I mean, strawberries is actually not a bad association to this.
Yeah.
This is a compound called methylenthranilate.
Okay. Methylenthranilate.
Methylenthranilate.
Okay.
And again, this is an old compound, a classic in the flavor industry, and it's characteristic of grape flavors.
Grapes. That's what it was. Yeah. Almost like the Robitussin-y thing. Like they put all this like nasty, like cold medicine, and then they like drop some of that in there.
It's one of the compounds that goes way back. The interesting thing about methylenthranilate is that the natural source comes from Concord grapes.
Okay.
So a lot of times, like grape juice, right, and like kind of like purple grape juice, purple flavored drinks, people associate with methylenthranilate. But that association, those kinds of grapes that have methylenthranilate, are native to the United States and North America, not to Europe.
Not to Europe. So these are like this is like sniffing on American grapes.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
now these other 3, so the first 3 that I brought are kind of more classic candy flavors that have been around in the flavor industry for a long time.
Right.
These other 3 that I brought are a little bit, they're not used by themselves or as the main characterizing component of a flavor or a candy or anything like that, but they're common notes that maybe you're more used to encountering in everyday life.
Okay. All right. Well, let's give it a rip. A little scarier this time. It's not about candy. This smells like coconut.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I got out of this.
Good job.
Smells like the coconut sunscreen that I put on at the beach.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you guys so what is this and what do you guys use this for?
So that's called gamma-octolactone.
Gamma-octolactone.
Yep.
Okay.
And yeah, it's characteristic of coconut.
That's cool.
And a lot of times people do give the descriptor of suntan lotion, sunscreen, and so yeah, I mean it's I really like that compound. It's great. I think it's very clear, instant. You can't really confuse it with anything else.
No,
It's
not
just
yeah.
very
It's like
coconut.
right away. I was like, oh, this is coconut.
Yeah.
All right, let's try this next one. Oh, this has got to be peppermint. It still smells like the peppermint candy to me. Mm-hmm. But not like mint flavor, not like the spearmint, like the peppery mint.
Yep. Yeah.
Like a candy, like it smells like a candy cane.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
So what do we got?
So there are two different, mostly, right? Two different types of mint. Spearmint, kind of what you're saying, and peppermint.
Yeah.
So this is a compound called menthone.
Menthone.
Yep.
Okay.
And it is often a large component of peppermint
Cool.
oils.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it's very characteristic of peppermint, which is really commonly used in things like candy cane or like kind of chocolate mint desserts and
Yeah,
all
it's
that
like your
kind of stuff in
all
bakery.
holiday.
Yeah.
All holiday chemical right there.
Yep. Absolutely.
All right, let's try this last one. Oh, it's grass.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like cut grass. It's a good thing I'm not Hermione Granger because I know she really likes that smell. That's in her love potion. But it's different though when I'm getting different tones though almost.
Yeah. Yep. This is another one where kind of depending on how strong it is, it's going to kind of change your perception of it a little bit.
Okay, so what is this then?
So that's a compound called cis-3-hexenol.
Cis-3-hexenol.
Yep.
Okay.
And it's very characteristic of cut grass.
Yeah. So what would we use that for?
Nobody wants a grass-flavored drink or anything, right? But a lot of times we sort of blend things together to kind of add nuances or notes, and also like to create sort of a more complex and full profile to different kinds of fruits.
So it's almost a way to like balance out some of the other aromas then.
Yeah, exactly.
Very cool.
Because the first ones are a little bit more classic and very candy-like, but with some other ones, if you're able to blend, then you're able to create something that's a little bit more realistic.
Yeah. Well, how did I do on Please Smell This today?
I think you did really well.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for watching Science Around Cincy, and you stay sniffing. Do you love science? Of course you do. So stay up to date on all things science around Cincy by subscribing to our channel and follow us on Instagram and Twitter @SciAroundCincy.